Oh my God, I love the animals. And who is your friend right here?
This is my boy, Koda.
Okay.
He's actually one of my, believe it or not, one of my service dog failures.
What? What does that mean?
Well, I didn't flunk him because he's not well trained. I had to flunk him because, see, he went through the whole process of service dog training, which was for physical assist. So he was trained to retrieve items and brace for a person with prosthetic legs. The problem was he had heavy prey drive. So every time he saw a squirrel or a bird, he would just take you for a ride. It's not a smart idea with somebody on prosthetics to do that, so I had to flunk him.
Uh-oh. Okay, well, you ended up with a good friend.
And
Hi, Koda.
ironically, he picks things up, and I heard you have something behind. Oh, look at this. You have something right for me. So if you just drop this on the floor and tell him to pick it up, he just might do it for you.
What? Are you serious?
Drop it up. Say, pick it up.
Can you
Koda,
pick that up
pick it
for
up.
me?
Good boy.
Thank you, baby, for letting me use your... Look at that!
So he was trained to be a service dog, but again, I had to flunk him for safety. So now he's the best dog I ever had.
I love that for you. That is amazing. Don't you want one? Koda, this is awesome. Okay. Well, that sounds like a dream. You train on the ranch, huh?
Yeah, I got a ranch here in Los Angeles, and that's all we do. We basically, we have a boarding and training facility, and I get to wake up, and I've got about 100 dogs at my ranch, and my wife loves it. Happy wife, happy life, they say.
Oh my, that's a dream of mine. Say, look at all that. Oh my God.
So this is my cat, Meowculus. He's a Spinx, and oh, there's me on the couch getting some work done, as you see. So the cat basically thinks it's a dog because it's been raised by a pack of wolves, so this cat has no idea
So
it's
it's
a
the
cat.
only cat, and do you know all of the names of all the dogs? How you keep up with that?
Well, they're ever changing because they're on the ranch for training. So if you come today, you're going to see 15 dogs. You come in 2 weeks, you'll see 15 new dogs. It's an ever-changing pack.
And then how did you get into, look at that. How did you get into training dogs?
My entire family were wild animal trainers. So my father and uncle were circus trainers, and then they quit that industry. That's my uncle right there. They quit that industry, and they moved to Hollywood, and they started training animals for the movies. And I did that for 15 years until eventually, oh, there's me as a kid, bottle feeding myself. My mother's bottle feeding the baby. I learned how to feed myself pretty young, and there's me when I'm older.
Wow.
So I did this my whole life. So one day I quit the entire industry because I started training service dogs. And I mainly quit the industry was because I was training animals for entertainment. And one day I got a call to train service dogs for veterans. And once I trained my first service dog, I rescued it from a shelter. I trained it for a veteran with prosthetics on. He was hit by an IED in Afghanistan. And from that day forth, the day I trained that dog and delivered him, next day I flew back to California. I quit the industry forever, and I became a full-service dog trainer.
That is beautiful. Wow. That is amazing. And you also trained wild animals before? Like, what's the wildest animal you ever trained?
Probably my cat.
Really?
He's pretty wild.
Is cats the hardest to train, or can they be trained?
Well, you got to understand, cats are still, domestic cats, I mean, they're pretty much wild animals, even though they're small. So in other words, a dog, if you release it into the wild, it'll probably won't survive. But a cat, you release it in the wild, it'll thrive. This is why they bring us home birds and rats on our front doorstep.
That's why it keep happening to me.
Yeah.
You know, my cat put a whole chipmunk in my suitcase. Yeah, I am dead serious. It was a gift. So that's what that means when they do that.
Oh, yeah, it's an offering.
An offering. Okay. Well, I don't know if that's the kind of offering I would like to have, but I'm glad to know they love me. Okay, can I meet your cat?
You can meet Meowculus.
Please.
Where is he?
Where is he?
Meowculus, get out
Oh
here.
God.
All right, so this is Meowculus. As you can see, he's always got his little sexy outfit on. Here, you can put him on your lap.
Oh my
Now,
God.
He does like, oh, he'll probably perch on your shoulder.
Yes,
Okay.
I have him a cavity. He does this. Don't be up there, friend. Just
No,
don't
he
take
likes
my
to perch
hand.
on shoulders.
Okay.
Now, if you're really into it, he actually likes to suckle on chins and lips.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to get my lip?
You can offer it. If he doesn't do it, tomorrow's a new day.
Look at this. How do you get him to wear clothes?
No, we just give him a wardrobe and he just changes by himself.
No, okay, so I have my cat McCavity, and he's a Spinx too, but he won't let me put nothing on him, and I know a sweater will help him out when it's cold. You see? So did you start him young?
I started him very young. If you want, I'll just have to come over to your house and do it.
Okay, even if he's grown, you could teach him new tricks. I don't mind at all.
He'll just sit
my
on your
God,
lap.
please sit with me. Does he like the heat too?
Oh, he loves it. So I have a heating blanket for him at home, and he literally just sits under it 24/7.
Out of all the animals you could have, why did you pick a Spinx cat?
Mainly because, well, my wife was going to divorce me if I didn't get a cat. But second of all, so every one of my clients, they want us to test their dogs with cats. And so since I'm highly allergic, I needed obviously a hairless. So in comes Meowculus. So once I got him, now every single dog at the ranch, I get to test with Meowculus. And here's the reality. Every dog that meets this cat, they are scared to death of him. They are terrified, and he knows it. He's like an evil genius, so he actually stalks these dogs sometimes and hides behind couches and just goes, bah!
Spin that at him. I love it. Oh my God, this is the best. Okay, tell me about your show, Lucky Dog Reunions.
It's a newer version of Lucky Dog. So Lucky Dog, for years, I went into shelters and I rescued dogs that were on their final days at the shelters. Okay, this is called red listed. Red listed is when their time is up and they're gonna get euthanized any day now. So I would go rescue these dogs and I would find them a home and I would train them specifically for a purpose. Sometimes it would be a service dog, other times it'd be a therapy dog. Sometimes it would just be an emotional support for somebody who possibly lost their husband, lost their brother, their sibling. So Lucky Dog Reunions, what I'm doing now is all those dogs that I placed over the years, I'm revisiting them. Where are they now?
I love that.
And so you think about it, a dog's life is anywhere from 10 to 15 years. And some of these dogs, they're 10, 12, 13 years old. And I'm talking with the families, that's an entire lifetime of stories they have with this dog. So I trained the dog as a puppy, a kindergartner, and now I go revisit it as a senior citizen.
I love that.
If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel. Check your local listings or visit jenniferhudsonshow.com to see when you can watch full episodes in your area. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter.